class. I hope you all are safe at home. And in the previous class and in the many videos you have seen that we all are suggesting you to follow the 3 important words, that is SMS, right? S meaning social distance. Please maintain the distance between the people and please don't be closer to the other people even at home and when you go outside also. And always cover your face with mask. And make sure that your hands, when they are unhygienic, when they are dirty, you are not supposed to touch your face. And S is a soap or sanitizer. Frequently you need to wash your hand with the soap for every 2 to 3 hours. When you are going outside, please maintain the pocket sanitizer. And when you are out, by mistake also, if you touch anything, immediately you have to sanitize your hands. Right? Please frequently follow these all 3 things. How the food, cloth and shelter. Food, cloth and shelter are very important to live a very happy life. These are the basic important things. Without this we can't live. In the same way, in the present situation, because of the effect of COVID-19, that is coronavirus, these 3 important things became very essential, very important. How food, cloth and shelter are important, along with that social distance, mask and the soap or the sanitizer is also very important. Please maintain these all things. I hope you all are doing this, right? And please guide your parents and your siblings also not to go unnecessarily outside. Now, in the first lesson we have done with the maps, heights of showing maps about the Nimpur village. What is whenever we are calculating the height of the land, always we'll take the measurement of the land from above the sea level. Those all things we have done in the first chapter. Now moving to the second chapter, that is about the rain and rivers. Before going to start the lesson, please I request everyone to be ready with the textbook and pencil. And put the finger wherever I am reading. And be ready with the page number 7 in your textbook. Better even if you don't have the textbooks also at you have the app in your mobile phone, that is TS yani Telangana State Textbooks. If you go and if you type, you will get the textbooks very easily. And if you don't have that facility, you can get the second-hand books from your friends or from the relatives. Right? Now, move to the second chapter, that is about the rains and rivers. What is the meaning of rain? Now, after the unbearable heat, after the March, April, May, now after completing these 3 months of the unbearable heat in the summer season, now we are going to step in the rainy season. Rainy season means nothing but a monsoon. Monsoon season. And what are the rivers? The flow of rivers from the high mountainous region with the help of the valleys. So those all will form the rivers for us. Rivers are nothing but the formation of the water bodies from the high hill areas is known as a river. A water body is a river. So moving now, already in the previous class we have learned that our earth is covered with the 71% of water, right, and 29% of the land. This water is nothing but the water bodies. What are the water bodies here? Oceans, seas, lakes, rivers, etc. These all will come under the water bodies. And what is the land here? Continents, countries, states. The land area may be the small ocean. Those all will come under the land area. So our earth occupies 71% of the water and 29% of the land. Now in the introduction part you can see here, all life on the earth is very crucially dependent on water. Even without water we people can't live. Yes or no? In the same way, here we can able to see on the whole earth without water, not only us, all the living things will not exist on the earth. At the same time, for making the non-living things also we require the water. For everything, the water has become very essential thing. As you know, over 71% of the earth's surface is covered with the water. We depend on water for growing crops. As I know, for what purpose we depend on the water? For growing the food crops, right? For the drinking, for bathing, for cooking, for everything we use the water. Without life, there is no possibility of the life. Now, but we do not get water uniformly over the year. But in the olden days, we can observe that there was a very good rainfall. Why? Because at that time there is no population and no pollution. Wherever we used to see every side, every area is covered with the greenery. With the green plants we used to see. Now wherever there is a good forest area, good vegetation, we can observe the heavy rainfall. Right? Now as the days are changing from the year to year, from now thousands of years ago, we can see the great change. If you want, you can ask your grandparents also. In those days or in their periods, during their periods, how was the climatic conditions, how was the environment, right? Now whether there was a good production of the food crops or not. If you ask to them also, they will give a very easy answer that in our olden days there was no pollution, no population, and we used to get the very good rain, and there was a great increase in the groundwater level. They will be saying that this only. Now in the same way here also in our class we are going to say that as the days are changing, as the days are moving forward, here we can see there are the great variations in the climatic conditions. Now this year we may have a good rainfall, but in the next coming year there is no guarantee. Again by the next year there will be the more number of companies will be raised. Again the destruction of the forest will take place. Huge construction of the buildings will take place. So this all makes the environment very hot. If the environment is very cool and if it is very greenery wherever we go, there will be a chance of having the very good rainfall. So rainfall, forest area is also a part of the rainfall. Without forest, without trees, there is no rainfall and no clean air. So it is also not available uniformly all over the earth. Now in the one area, suppose the desert area, there is no rainfall at all. There is a very scanty rainfall. In the forest area there will be a great rainfall. Right? Now in the coastal areas also we can see there will be a great rainfall. Now here as we are moving from the one place to another place, we can see there will be a changes in the rainfalls also. Now discuss the following in the class. In which months do you get rain? In which months will get the rainfall? Mostly from the end of the June it will start, or from the July, August, September. So these 3 months are rainy seasons. In which part of the village or town do you have more water or less water? In which areas? So here the cities and the villages. Now in these two parts, in which areas we will get the more number of water? Right? I think you can guess very easily. So the answer will be available in large quantity in the villages. Here in the cities there is no greenery, more number of huge buildings, pollution, cutting of trees. These all things we will see in the cities. So in the villages it is not possible. Wherever, in whichever corner you see, there will be a land covered with the greenery. Agriculture will go on, forest development will be going on. So wherever we have the good production of the agricultural crops and wherever we have the very good vegetation, that is nothing but the forest area. In that area we can see a very good rainfall. So here we are having the very less rainfall, and in the villages we have the very good rainfall. So now what is the use of water? We use the water for the different purposes, for the drinking, bathing, cooking, washing, for watering the plants, for everything we'll use the water. Now suddenly if as there is a great diversity, means here from one place to another place there is no proper supply of the water, and even the ground level water is also varies, means changes. So in this regard, in this situation, the consequences will be the same wherever we go? No. Here wherever we have a very good rainfall and the ground table is having the very good water level, here we can see the very good development, and even the land is also will be very fertile. Now here you can see, as we move to the cities, here the rainfall is very less, right? And here there is a chance of suffocation, pollution, population. These are problems we'll see in the cities. Now with this we have done the introduction part. Now in this lesson we are having the part 1 and part 2. Now we are doing part 1. Part 1 of lesson number 2. That is about the formation of the rains. Right? Now the first topic of the part 1 is sun, clouds and rainfall. What is the sun, beta? It is a firing ball. Without sun our life is possible? No. Now mostly in which season we can see the sunny days? In the summer season. After completing the unbearable season, that is the summer season, right, we are going to have the rainy season. Mostly how many seasons we have? 3 seasons. Right? Summer, rainy and winter. These are the 3 important seasons. First one is summer, rainy and winter. In which months the summer season occurs? From March to June. Now from July to August, September. Sometimes it will go to the second month of October also. So here we can write the September. Now from the October to February will be the winter season. So here, as soon as we complete the month, as soon as we complete the summer season, we are going to step into the rainy season. Again after rainy season, winter season. Again after, so here this pattern will be continuing. Here we can't change this. This all changes of the seasons takes place because of the revolution of the earth. Already we know the earth are in the 2 important movements. One is a revolution and another one is a rotation. With the help of rotation, there is a change in the day and night. When the earth is rotating itself, here I have the globe. Now when the earth is rotating itself, it causes the day and night. It is known as a what? It is known as a rotation. Now when the earth, suppose my head is the sun. Now when the earth is rotating around the sun, here we can say that when the earth is going around the sun, it causes a revolution, it causes the seasons. Right? Now with the help of the rotation, there is a change in the day and night. With the help of the revolution, there are the changes in the seasons. Now moving to the class, on the topic that is sun, clouds and rainfall. Now after the unbearable heat of April, May and June comes a rainy season, which lasts for the few months. Do you know what causes rain? No, we are going to do that. Where do the rain-bearing clouds come from? From where the clouds are coming? Discuss whatever you know or think about these things in the class. Now evaporation. Now sun, clouds and rainfall. What is the link between these 3 important terms we are going to do now? Now this is a hilly areas and here we have the sun. Now the formation of the rivers takes place from the small valleys. These all water bodies, all valleys will form a great water body. There is a river. Right? Now before this is a river. Here we know about the formation of the river. Now here we'll see. Here we have a small example, that is Pranavi woke up early in the morning. She needed to take bath in hot water. So she heated. Early morning means most of the people want to take the bath with the warm water, and in summer season we want to bath with the cold water. Now in the same way she also want to take the bath with the hot water. Now also she heated water in a dish over a fire. The water heated up. Water vapors touched the lid and with the help of the outside cool air, vapor became the water drops and stuck to the lid of the dish. When she removed the lid, some of the water drops fell into the dish. By observing this, she realized that the water evaporates and later becomes condensed into water by cooling. Here every day you will get the lunch to the school. Now in the early morning when your mother is preparing the food for your lunch, she will pack the food very hot to you. Right? Now when you open the same box in the lunch bell, you can see the small water droplets over your lid. Yes or no, beta? When these water droplets, if they touch to the cool air, it will change into this water. This is a water vapor. The small water droplets which are forming because of the heat in your lunch box, that is a water vapor. Right? When they are touching to the cool air, they are changing into the water drops. Water drops. In the same way, she has observed when she is boiling the water, over the lid there was a small water droplets. When they are touched to the cool air, they change into the water drops. And immediately when you open the lunch box also, some water droplets will fall into your rice. Yes or no? In the same way, here also she has observed when she removed the lid of the container, when she is boiling the water, she has observed that due to the heat, the water droplets were formed over the lid, and when they touch to the cool air, they change into the water drops. Again they fall into the same container. In the same way, here also our clouds will form. Our rainy clouds will form. During the summer season, due to the sun rays, what all the sun rays are there, when they are falling on the water body, here our water body gets heated, and when they are moving up, when they are moving towards the sky, when they are in the air, they will mix up along with the air. This vapor, this water vapor and air, right? They will help for the formation for the clouds. This water vapor and the air helps for the formation of the clouds. When these clouds become very heavy, they will fall down in the form of rainfall. Right? Now, whenever the sun rays are falling on the water body, the water gets heat and they will move towards upward direction and they will mix along with the air, the water vapor and the air. And as the air contains different types of gases and dust particles in that, they will helpful for the formation of the clouds. When the clouds are very light, it is not possible for us to get the rain. But when they become very heavy, then only they will fall down in the form of rainfall. So the getting heat of the water is known as evaporation. What is this? Evaporation. Evaporation is nothing but change of water into water vapor. Now with the help of the sun rays, the water is changing into water vapor. Water changes into water vapor. So water changes into water vapor is known as evaporation. I hope till this you have understood, right? It is nothing but here when you boil something on your stove, you will see, you can absorb the small water droplets when you cover the container with the lid. So immediately when you remove that, again it will change into your water droplets. That is nothing but the evaporation. Evaporation will take place not only by boiling in the presence of the sun or in the absence of the sun. Here, how the evaporation takes place from our clothes or from the water bodies, we'll see in the next class, right? Where we are going to study about the water cycle, which is also known as the hydro cycle or hydrological cycle. I hope you have understood this. Please be safe at home and be with the textbook reading. Now homework. Please do textbook reading, underline the new words. As you are coming from the 6th to 7th, terms will be very difficult to learn. Please do textbook reading better. Homework. Read page 7, 8 and underline new words. I hope you have understood today's class. Thank you.